Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. This is the spokesman, Capo Daniel, speaking from the Ambazonian Governing Council. Today is the 16th day, Saturday of the 7th month of this year, 2022. This is a special edition of our daily podcast. This episode is focused on the death of Phil Mashar, the Great as he called himself, Oliver Lekie, the elder brother of Christopher Anu, the spokesman of the Mariantas and Chris Anu's IG group. My country people them. What you wanna need for know am na say person way people they lie una. These people they don't mean any good for una. They know the respect una. They need to think well for una. Because for person for lie una for something way be so obvious, it means that person they consider una like fools. That person na a disrespect for our people. When people they can't lie for them, they can manipulate for them. Most often, na La Republic them be behind lies and manipulation for inside Ambazonia because they want to keep una in that stupidity, anglophone, and the status quo position. They don't maintain that position by being able to lie, deceive our people them. Even the Bible it talk, lack of knowledge. My people die because of lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge, it kill. People, the way they deceive una and they tell una lies when they know the truth. Now, one thing for make a mistake or for can't tell Ambazonian people them something where you don't know, and then you at least need to tell them say you don't know. But when there is an evidence on the contrary, you get an obligation to your own conscience to speak the truth. How could our people be so deceived for so long, be so manipulated by obvious lies? Most of the people, the way they lie Ambazonia, they actually count on La Republic for back them up because La Republic get a big network where their agenda now for continue for so chaos and insanity in Ambazonian liberation movement for make them impossible for our people to be logical, because they know say once them be logical, they're going to be reasonable, and once they be reasonable, they're going to follow the path where it will lead to their freedom. They're going to follow effectiveness. They're going to follow the right way. Right is righteous. Right is righteous. So those agents of La Republic will continue to lie you, to use lies against you, and those who have been corrupted amongst our struggle will also continue to help the enemy. When they say you do work for La Republic, it don't mean that say you be B. It don't mean that say you be gendarme or you be CPDM person. If you be so corrupted by your soul, you feel sell your soul to the devil unknowingly. If you go out there deliberately, when you know the truth, to go and lie, you are working for La Republic. How? Because those lies where you talk and so, it help na La Republic for keep our people then down. Those where they know say they target people the way La Republic they target them, because La Republic get a lot of kafiash where they support them. Then get intimidation where they intimidate their opponent. So people are afraid to speak out for the truth. And those people they then stand on the truth, they be more attack because La Republic they help them. So it be as easy for anybody to attack Ayabacho. It be easy for anybody to attack Capo Daniel. It actually go make you popular because you get supported them for La Republic. We don't get Ambazonia the way they don't work full time for La Republic, call themselves Blue and White Army, where Sako come create them. These people, them 90% of things where they be share them on social media, be produced by Kunyam Titus and their platform where they for DDR Center. DDR Center wanna know that the front of the bilingualism committee. Now, they invest their money for help for fight against Ambazonia. These people, they be specialized for share those material them. So if you share lies, you share the narrative for Cameroon military, even when you feel say you did not do that because you hate some person or you want to attack some person because you are primitive and you are jealous of another person, you are helping La Republic. Don't think that by attacking Ayabacho, by attacking Capo Daniel, you are attacking an individual. We represent the organizations, we represent our liberation and the best interest for our people. An attack against us is an attack against Ambazonian liberation struggle. Make no mistake about that. An unjustified attack based on lies and manipulation is even so the same, helping the enemy. So make a go back for which will happen for Oliver Lekie, because people they be done facilitate and create an environment where people then feel lie, people then feel deceive and manipulate our people. Oliver Lekie and the Red Dragon, they no be still the fight again. They be the focus only for propaganda because it was popular It was backed up by popular Ambazonian activists and institutions that seek legitimacy through their propaganda. So they focus on propaganda because it gives them more reward. It was normal for them. That is the environment we created for these boys. He became even so corrupted to himself, as they say, power corrupt absolutely, that he declared himself the traditional ruler of Lebialem, the king of Lebialem. He wore himself a crown. He made a crown for himself. And everybody who were behind him, they clapped for him, calling him Fi Mashar the king. He did not just take the title of a general. He took the title of the biggest one that you could imagine. Fi Mashar, I am Fi Mashar. Oh, even Fi Mashar, there are some other Fi Mashar. So he became the king. Oh, there was now King Commando, the general in command, General Commando, also choose the name FM, Fi Mashar. So he now say he is a king. So you have the king of Lebialem, the king of Momo. So what would the biggest one who wants to have the biggest title call himself? He say, now I'm now the king of Ambazonia. This is how people get corrupted. And when people are so foolish, they ask no questions, they don't think about the interests of the people or even the basic of what type of society we are fighting for, they go for it. They encourage it. They nurture it. And he became involved, even was corrupted by Cameroon official, and even the Fi Mashar could stand and tell Ambazonians and thank Paul Tassang, who is working for La Republique, for money he gave to him. He became so emboldened that they accepted brasseries to sell in Lebialem, and they paid him huge sum of money. He died with 3-3 export, being the last image we see from him as a free man, because he think that everything he could do anything and there is no accountability, because all those who were following him were all zamzams. They have no standard. All the one was to be on top at all costs. It does not matter what anybody does. Even you go and you kill Ambazonian children, they will still accept you, they will still put you in front, so long as you tell them that you are in front of, you are with them. You back them up, they are popular. That is all they need. They don't care about the consequences to our people or the goal for independence. These are people who have sold CDC back to La Republique, who have facilitated everything. And Ambazonians are just so stupid to even realize the consequences or listen to sound knowledge, because they will just make excuse by lying or making counter accusation. This must stop. Without much ado, without so much diversion, let me give you the fact. Fi Mashar Oliver Leke, he began run war. He began to stay peacefully for inside Tonge, for Bo village, for inside Lebialem, for corners on Sumawata. All man no place day for day. Very far place, right inside bush. It be almost impossible for La Republique for Fi Richie for day without he no am, or it be in the most safest place for you for be day. But no a place where we get plenty people that if he stand for make propaganda. So when he do one day back for a game, he come out for that place come. For that village, for that place, he done do a lot of things them. We say be even open a shop for one of the woman them for inside he come for Biafra Day. But that one it not be important. The most important thing I say, Fi Mashar, he be done commit so many crimes. He be wanted by almost everybody. The IG care don't use it. The IG for Marianta and Chris Ano, they don't use it for attack no pity, for attack General Sagat, for threaten everybody. I mean everybody. So Fi Mashar have no friends in Ambazonia. The only person who paid allegiance to him was Isobu and General Saigon. These were the only two group of in Ambazonia amongst all the so many forces we had that were paying, that were friends with him, or that he could count on. So he was living in his safety there. We know that the forces who were in Takwe, in Menji, where Fi Mashar was killed, were working with La Republique. As a matter of fact, the day these soldiers joined La Republique, we announced it, and it was on social media. It was everywhere in social media. Even La Republique, Kunyam titles showed it in their platform that General Mike and General Foncho had joined La Republique. It was lied that General Foncho had joined La Republique, but we know that General Mike had joined La Republique. He had gone to the DDR center. He was shown on social media, and everybody was saying that all the remaining soldiers of Red Dragons have joined La Republique to Cameroon. He stayed there for months. General Mike stayed there for months with La Republique. Eventually, he came back and lied that he had run away. But we all know that he was not working for Ambazonia. He was working for La Republique. So this boy General Mike have been putting pressure for Field Mashar to come because he had received a contract and a work for La Republique to bring back the head of Field Mashar. That was his main job, and everybody knew. Even Field Mashar knew, from what we know, that everybody was suspicious about them. But somehow, there was too much pressure on the IG of Chris Anu and Marianta to show some force because no PT was carrying the show. So they forced Field Mashar to come back there and be able to make propaganda there for them, to also show that they are on the ground. That is what brought Field Mashar there. That is what blinded him. Field Mashar came there. He looks disoriented in the video that they showed. I want to play an excerpt for people to listen.
First, all soldiers, you can see them. Field Mashar, the king of Ambazonian, General Foncho, General Mike, General Foncho, with the rest of the generals.
So now the audio that for the video, we come out, they make them
today
on the 9th. That means on Saturday. We hear say be enter for day on the 8th. They make that video on the 9th. It be stay for day. Totally, we not say it be stay for day for 4 days. So we don't know what how it do happen. How it do be 4 days. What other 4 days include the 11 where they kill it, or it be or how they calculate them. But we know say from the information we get them, it shows say it stay for day for 4 days with this soldier then for day. Now say it take and die. The first information we'll get them from ground. For instance, Takwe, now say they don't kill Field Mashar. We say now how it happen. They say then capture one of his soldier them, then carry, bring him for that they come, then kill Field Mashar. And we make that announcement for inform Ambazonia say Field Mashar don't die. When a soldier where they don't capture a key Field Mashar. Our people, them, our connection, the way they for on the ground, they for inside Takwe, we ask them, say, we not tell a brother because we want for show respect, we not want for announce them before Chris Anu and a brother or the Marianta IG. They say yes, they don't tell Chris Anu. Chris Anu don't talk, say, me they no talk for no man, me they hide them. If we they me them bury ye. That is what spoke me, and I decided to make that announcement. And I inform our organization of the rationale. Because people in our experience, when you lie people like that, it will not be good for them in the long run. You may have a short-term benefit, but in the long, the truth will come out and people will be even more devastated. That is when I decided to put out the preliminary announcement that Field Mashar was no more. In our further investigation to really get clarity of what happened, we now learn that Mike was not captured by La Republique because he was alive, and according to the information we have, he had gone with La Republique. People saw him going with La Republique as a free man. He was not in chain. He was not like somebody who had been captured. So we know he was already a suspect as being somebody who was with La Republique. So the conclusion is obvious. He led La Republique to Cameroon into that ambush. Soldiers that were there, that were killed there, the 2 soldiers who were killed there, are people who had always been suspicious of him, but they had received him nevertheless, because they have no advice from the people who claim that they love them. This is how Field Mashar died. The most suspicious thing is that La Republique du Cameroon, from what we heard from our intelligence sources, they were planning to display his body in Chang the next day at noon. Preparations were made in Chang. We actually had put up our network to monitor the situation in Chang for the display of the dead body of Field Mashar. What is strange is that Oliver Lekie's brother, Chris Anu, decided that the story should be hidden. Probably, I don't know why he think he could get away or how they could hide that body when it was in the custody of La Republique du Cameroon. We don't know. Perhaps he have some links that had changed the way La Republique du Cameroon displayed the body and their planned activity. Perhaps. These are just things we have to put them out there so that our people are not blindsided. It is what it is. Field Mashar was not displayed in Chang. They wanted to display with him where he burned, where his troops burned a village in Chang. That was the place they were planning to display him there. We had information that they have informed people in that village in Chang. They should be waiting for that corpse so that people will gather around and they will make mockery of Ambazonia. Nevertheless, Field Mashar was displayed. La Republique du Cameroon, they initially they hesitated to release pictures of Mashar in their propagandist chat groups where we are monitoring them, where we pick up on those things. Eventually, pictures with Cameroon military and the picture with the Cameroon military camera came out, because the first picture was not used. It wasn't a Cameroon military picture. The second picture that came out was from a Cameroon military picture that shows Mashar, who is dead. Chris Anu continued to tell people that he does not know. He did not say he's not dead. He continued to tell people that he does not know if Mashar is dead or not. And surprisingly, even after all this evidence, Chris Anu and his group still put a written message, that they don't know the status of his brother. Mashar was displayed in Kumba, and his name was written on a piece of paper, and his dead body was displayed there. Even after that, Chris Anu continued the lies about the death of his own brother. Who does that? And I've seen a lot of people. You have Nachop, one of the spokespeople of Chris Anu. He came out there to blatantly lie that he has actually spoken to Mashar. These are some of the audios outside.
I tell you, say if that picture for that man will spray it, they tell you say, nah, Mashar, nah lie.
So that is some of the message that they have put out there. You would wonder, but why would somebody lie about Mashar being alive when we know that it is impossible for them to prove it? There is proof that Mashar is dead. You can look at his picture, the cap he was wearing. You look at the face. His hair was tainted, definitely, as his measure to blend himself and survive in a war situation.
Okay, Ambazonia people, I salute una. Now me the King Kong for the BLM. Today na number 15 for July 2022. And I don't come for tell una this one. Yes, the King Kong for the BLM. Say that so, a kelebe be enter from my place. Them feel say the fit catch Mashar with his hand.
So that one too, now the audio then that way they circulate them. The one he claim say na Mashar the talk, and una fit know why La Republic would do all this manipulation. Then think less of una and the one for maintain them. And some people then too they not get no standard. I don't know whether they really know which way they do them for make this chaos. Even when they feel Mashar, they don't show it their body. For the feel say they feel lie una. Why they continue for do them? Now because our people them una they entertain all this nonsense, and we know if we move collectively if we not be capable for get a yardstick. Now chop come no only can talk say the feel Mashar they alive. He even talk say Idam talk with the feel Mashar. I not get time for waste time for go play on the video me gonna hear. He come not only said na audio them. I be feel say by now he go down see the dead body, because as an activist you supposed forget people the way they work for ground, where they be reliable, where if you count on for proper information or for investigate things and for you. If you say by now you go down send people the meet and go see for Kumba. He can talk say Mashar they alive. He don't even talk for ye. If that was even true, wouldn't he even talk me Mashar send an audio, or if a record the Mashar voice for send and for people them? Of course, there is no evidence of the contrary. We don't see the Mashar a dead body where they don't put them. We don't talk for people on the ground. Either are two things. These people they not actually get no connection with ground zero. They not get no man for Takwe, because all man for Takwe no say Mashar and die. All man for they don't see die body. The only thing we'll know, now say Chris Anu don't talk say me they hide them. He attempt for hide them. Whether it affect La Republic their conduct, or they don't see say what people then feel be so stupid, where they feel manipulate them the way they display and the way they go about them for gain infighting and chaos. But wait till Ambazonia they need for know na say any man way they share this. They even make some audio talks in that General Efang say na ADF kill Mashar. Anyway, make una just ignore those things and by now, any Ambazonia we want freedom, you need for stop for entertain these people. Any man way they come for spread una this lie, despite the evidence away they on the ground. Make una just mark them for una list. Me these people them una not ever listen for them. If not one listen for them curiosity, they wanna know say na curiosity they make them rat the enter for trap. And for our people, the way them we go for Kumba, go begin look that die body for Mashar. Shame on una. No matter our opinion about Mashar, he was a symbol in our struggle and for our people. And for that, we need to respect them. We no need for left La Republic, the enemy, me can begin display our own people, their body, that in that manner, and they would go stand for corner, they look them. Shame of una all. If they were forced to do for Kumba, we will get the means. I will talk me them, find all my way for that picture, give them corporal punishment. All of them. Una run disgrace we. So make we focus. Mashar have fallen. It should be a lesson from us. We can learn from what we can learn, and we move on. Today I will bring on shown pictures and videos to help our people to have a proper perspective as we move on. The struggle continues. God bless you all.